Welcome to the GunsZenYoga YouTube channel. If you've been here before, you know the deal. If you're new to the channel, this is where I do my best to bridge the gap between the warrior and the monk mindset and show that we can live a middle path. I'm a big advocate for not only training out on the range, but also training the mind, as I believe they will go hand in hand if we ever are in a real world situation which we need to protect ourselves or our loved ones. There is nothing we can do more than train our mind and know how to react to situations that can be potentially deadly. But even more important throughout our day, which we do encounter, is knowing how to move with a more present and intent and aware mindset. With that being said, let's begin. I invite you to find a comfortable seat, whether that be cross-legged on a cushion, in a chair, lying down. As you enter this space, do your best to just notice what you are feeling. Do you feel tension? Do you feel restlessness? Is there something else you'd rather be doing? Don't get upset if that is the case. Just be aware. Noticing wherever the mind and the body is today. As you've taken note on where the body and the mind is, I invite you to start taking focus on the breath. I like to center my breath at the tip of my nose. This allows me to feel the air just slowly moving in and slowly moving out. Just start to take notice of the breath. You can even notice if you're breathing fast, if you're breathing slow, or maybe your mind has already wandered. And if that's the case, I invite you just to come back to the breath in a very gentle and loving way. Throughout meditation, you will get lost. The mind loves to wander, especially if you're new to the practice. I've been practicing for years, and still I find sometimes that my mind just will not sit still. Contrary to popular belief, this does not make you a bad meditator. This is only natural. The key is not to push those feelings away, to tell yourself that you can't do this, or any of those negative connotations, but instead just to notice what is. Again, if the mind is busy, just noticing. If you are able to be very presently aware, just noticing that. Not getting attached to either way. Just consistently coming back to the breath. Breathing in. I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out. I know I'm breathing out. Try and sit with the breath for the next few cycles and see what happens. Has the mind wandered? Has a thought come up that has intrigued you? Maybe you remembered you have to make that phone call, grab some milk from the store. Maybe you've got your mindset on purchasing a new gun, getting some range time in. Maybe you feel all those exciting feelings and it's pulling you away from this moment. And that's okay. Because you can come back to the breath at any time. Just noticing I've been lost in thought, and gently coming back to breathing in and breathing out. As you sit here, maybe try and notice if there's anything you're holding on to, anything that's not allowing you to be fully present in the moment. Maybe asking whatever that is to join you in this meditation. Not pushing it away, but instead inviting it to sit with you. Making friends with the enemy, maybe. What does that feel like? To make friends with whatever emotion you are feeling. We're so used to pushing away anger, sadness, stress. What does it feel like to invite it in and just allow it to run its course wherever it needs to? Almost creating a sense of ease instead of an extra layer of suffering. Knowing that if we get lost in any of it, we can always return home to our breath. Breathing in, I know I'm breathing in. Breathing out, I know I'm breathing out. Just constantly returning home to the breath, no matter what is going on inside our minds. I think there is this idea that when we sit still, our brains must be still as well. That meditation is supposed to be this peaceful thing, when truly it is a battle of its own, a war we must go through, that we must fight in order to find peace within ourselves. By training the mind, we become stronger, and fighting the war becomes easier. And peace comes a little more slowly every time we sit down. I invite you to bring your hands together at your heart space, pressing your palms together in a prayer, feeling the energy between your hands, feeling the benefit of sitting still for a few minutes. I invite you to thank yourself, to give yourself loving kindness. As we close this practice, we invite all beings to live with happiness and the causes of happiness. And we invite all beings to be free from suffering and the causes of suffering, knowing the best place to start is within ourselves. We'll take one final breath, breathing in, hold at the top, with the big breath out. Namaste. May you be free, may you be happy, may you be at ease today. And if you hit the range, may all of your shots land on target. Thank you so much for joining me today. It truly is a blessing to be building this community with you and to be meditating with people who maybe haven't been meditating before. And I truly believe this practice can help us in so many ways. And I invite you to join me on the next one. I very much look forward to it. Namaste, my friends. I invite you to join me on the next one. If you did enjoy this, please like, comment, subscribe, and share with others that you think can benefit from this practice. We must continue to fight this battle within ourselves in order to bring peace to the world. Thank you so much for your time and your energy and for joining me. I hope to see you on the next one. Namaste.